My son did everything that he was told to do. The truth will prevail. You know, justice it has a weighted scale. You know, and it's often tilted one-sided, and this just proves it even more for me.
This is a place that has a disproportionate use of force, particularly geared at young black men, that needs to be investigated long term. And so now that this video is out and the family is pursuing justice, it's not just going to stop with justice in this case. We want to change in this region so that this kind of thing is not so typical.
That was the mother first of Quadry Sanders, the young man fatally shot by two former Lawton police officers on December 5th, who've since been charged with first-degree manslaughter. Family says based on body cam footage, that is not enough.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Lauren Linville.
And I'm Daryl Franklin. That footage was released last week as word from the Comanche County DA's office came that those former officers would be charged with first-degree manslaughter after shooting Sanders multiple times, who was unarmed.
Now, as Dr. Diaz shows us, Sanders' family and well-known civil rights attorney Lee Merritt are putting pressure on the DA's office, the county, and the city of Lawton to take this case and these charges more seriously.
That shocking body cam footage. It's from former Lawton Police Department officers Robert Hinkle and Nathan Ronan, who are both now charged with first-degree manslaughter in the December 2021 shooting death of Quadry Sanders.
The reason that we see a gap between this incident, which occurred back in December, and the video being released is because they wanted the investigation to go forward without the public pressure.
According to an OSBI investigation and Comanche County District Attorney Kyle Pavelka, Sanders was shot 4 times by Hinkle with his hands up. Then, after falling to the ground with his hands still up, is shot 7 more times by Hinkle, while simultaneously being shot an additional 4 times by Ronan.
No parent should be afraid for their child to go to work. No parent should be afraid for their child to even encounter the police. If a police officer gives a command, you must then allow the person to comply. But it seems like this young man has a history of not allowing the person to comply.
Quadry's mother, Mina Woods, and the civil rights attorney for the family, Lee Merritt, who has experience with high-profile cases, feel like manslaughter charges with just a $25,000 bond doesn't fit the act.
These officers got a bond that, seriously, you can get a higher bond by stealing a pack of cigarettes.
And the family and I have been struggling to see how what we saw in that video fits into a manslaughter context. There seemed to be the malice and afterthought necessary to justify murder charges for both men involved in the shooting.
Especially considering LPD went through an officer-involved shooting involving Ronan just 8 months before Sanders that resulted in the death of Zontarius Johnson, in which the OSBI cleared officers.
I remember my son calling me, and he was very upset. And he was telling me about one of his friends that had been shot by the police. And little did I know it was this exact same boy.
This family shouldn't be here today. That can not only be on the road officers or on their actions, the city has to take responsibility for that as well.
Now the family and Merritt say they are ready to take this case to whatever levels are needed, starting with a pending civil rights lawsuit through a Monell claim.
Their failure to do that is going to cause us to rely on the Attorney General's office to come in and review the case and put pressure on that office. And we'll be also looking to the Department of Justice to come in and do a pattern and practice review of Lawton in general.
A family seeking justice for a passionate musician, a loving son, and someone who could always make his friends laugh, taken too soon.
No matter if people were mad and ready to fight or just sad or whatever, he was an atmosphere shifter. And that's what I want people to remember. I want them to hang on to the good memories that he left. Everybody he encountered has some good memories of him, a lot of them.
Zach Verdia, KFDX 3 News.
We did reach out to the Comanche County District Attorney for further comment and will refer back to his statement until further notice.
We have that full video on our website if you do want to see it. You've seen the video.
Yeah, man, that's Quadry Sanders, man. Y'all remember the case of Quadry Sanders from 2021, man. Police, 4 officers actually, all busted on him, shot him. Cold blood, man had his hands up. We're going to Oklahoma tomorrow for a hearing. They trying to reinstate these officers. Can you believe they killed this man in cold blood and now they're trying to reinstate him, man? We got to get rid of the arbitrators. That's what it's called, y'all. It's called the arbitrators. When the same thing happened to my boy Stephon Clark out there in Sacramento, you know what I'm saying? The arbitrators put that cop back on the street. So we need to get rid of the arbitrators, man. The arbitrators is like a police court. You know what I'm saying? It's like a court ran by police. I mean, like, y'all the police judging the police. You know what I'm saying? As soon as y'all kill them, y'all gonna give them their job back. So we gotta get rid of the arbitrators. We pulling up in Oklahoma tomorrow, 9 o'clock. There's gonna be a hearing about the case. I'm not really knowing what to expect, but I'm showing up to support the family. And if anybody's in Oklahoma, any of my listeners are in Oklahoma, I need y'all to pull up anywhere near Oklahoma. If y'all in Dallas, Texas, pull up. You know, Oklahoma's only an hour out, feel me? We're going out to Oklahoma tomorrow morning for Quadry Sanders. I need y'all to pull up ASAP, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know the story, man, just Google it. Quadry Sanders. I got some more news for y'all, man, but I just had to just drop that little tidbit real quick, man, because this is serious business right here, man. We got to get out there in the streets and support our own, because the people out there ain't going to support us, man. We got to do it ourselves, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy DJ Homie, DJ Dead Homie, and I'm out.